Sam Kilb's score while you're waiting for the game to start. If you scroll down, it's on the right-hand side of the page. You can see the interviews that we did with Chris Garofolo, head coach and general manager of the Seawolves, and Chris Ryan, forward and captain. And he talked about how the team wants to go to the national championship for the 13th straight year this year, and wants to do one better. They want to come back with the title. The Ice Girls getting the crowd going. The players are.
They have the color guard coming in.
Well, they're not yet. People are still coming into the rinks here. This is. We're really getting ready to go. Well, they're dimming the lights, which can only mean one thing: that the Seawolves are about to take the ice. Either that or a power outage. But since we're still on the air, I think we're in good shape. So here we go for a whole new season here, 2010-2011 Seawolves Hockey Live. I'm Sam Kilb with Deanna Sisti, and we're getting ready to play some hockey. The players are in the hallway now. They're getting ready to come onto the ice.
Oh, here comes the refs.
And the refs have made it on the ice.
I wonder if they can see anything.
So we're waiting, and this should be a very good start to a good year. I spoke with Pete Zarella in the locker room before the game, and Pete was telling me that they haven't played Navy in a while. So they're not necessarily sure what to expect, but I can expect that it'll be a good game. These are two teams that can put the puck in the net.
Both well-conditioned teams, so it should be interesting.
So certainly it's going to be a good game. And the team is getting ready to take the ice still. So stay with us at Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll be here with the hockey in just a few minutes. Well, they have the strobe light working, so that's good news.
The strobe is working.
That's good. Now we just have to hope that the players don't trip on it. Last year, actually, they tripped, I believe, on the red light or something like that. But there you have it, Stony Brook taking the ice for the 2010-2011 ACHA season. Got loud in here for Stony Brook, but there's a few Navy fans in the building as the lights come back on and the midshipmen take the ice. We're just a couple minutes away from hockey here at Seawolves Hockey Live. There you have it, the starting lineups for Stony Brook and Navy. now the band will play the national anthem. The Navy will be providing a color guard that will bring in the flag in just a moment as the band plays the national anthem. So the starting lineups have been announced, the national anthems have been played, and we're getting ready to play some hockey. You know, something you notice when you watch a military academy listen to the national anthem, they do not move during the national anthem. They do not move until the final note of the national anthem has stopped. Exemplary discipline. Exactly what we'd hope for from our military academies. And now a commander from the Navy will come out and drop the ceremonial first puck, escorted by Pete Tuminelli. And the captains Pete Zarella and Sam Carlson will take the ceremonial opening face-off. And it appears Pete forgot the puck. So he's going to come back with a raffle skate. Oh, that's nice. The ceremonial face-off won by Pete Zarella. And we're going to get Stony Brook hockey underway. Today's referee is Boom Boom Jeffrian, a popular referee here at the rinks. And it looks like he's getting his linesmen arranged. And we're ready to get underway. Again, it's Alphonse, Collins, and Ryan out for Stony Brook to start, with Nichols and Zarella in defense. And it looks like the captain Carlson will take the face-off for Navy. And it's getting loud in here now. Jeffrian checks with the timekeeper and the goalkeepers. And we're ready to drop the puck. And here we go. Stolen right away by Ryan, takes his scores! Well, that did not take long at all. 7 seconds into the season, and Chris Ryan has opened his account for the 2010-2011 season. What a goal! It looked like they really caught Navy off guard there. Collins put the pressure on. Ryan intercepted the puck and smacked it into the top corner of the goal. 1-0 Stony Brook. So Navy wins the face-off. A strong hit by Nichols. And it rolls back in. There's Zarella, clears it around the net. Collins on the near side, puts it back behind the goal again. Zarella clears along the far boards. Ryan is hit, and Zarella can't get it out. Shot blocked by Ryan. Still can't clear the zone. It falls to Zarella again. He's got Collins along the near boards, but he decides instead to send it all the way down the ice, where Alphonse gets her first, a tip, but Ryan can't get it in, but Collins can! 2-0 Seawolves in less than a minute. Well, that's one way to start the game. What are you seeing down there, Deanna?
Oh, the boys are very excited right now. We can't believe 2 goals in less than a minute. Doing really good. See if we can keep it up.
Definitely outskating Navy at a pace that will result in something like 120 goals. I don't think that's going to happen tonight, and I hope for Trevor's sake it doesn't, because I don't know if the scoreboard can get to triple digits. Oh, we do have that capability this year. We were concerned there was a game last year where there were double digits, and we were a little bit worried about whether that would work. Confirmation of the goal. Sean Collins from Chris Ryan. And Stony Brook rushing again, and it's out in front, but it's cleared away.
Navy in control of the puck, skating down the ice.
And it's cleared all the way down the ice for an icing call, and the face-off will come back down to the Navy zone. It's 2-0 Stony Brook already. The Seawolves really flying out of the traps. And the face-off will be down to the left of Jamison Marshall. Won by Stony Brook. Here's Arrow, whiffs on the shot. Cassiati threw it back at the net, but he missed. It's out in front again, and Jennings scores!
Another goal for Stony Brook.
Jennings wound up and swung pretty hard at that, but he didn't get all of it, and it's a good thing he didn't. It kind of floated over the goalkeeper's shoulder, and in less than a minute and a half, we're already at 3-0 Stony Brook. Well, the midshipmen could be in for a long night.
Unbelievable start to the season.
So Casano won the face-off, and it's flipped ahead by Stony Brook. The midshipmen pick it up at center ice. Jamming it along the near boards. They can't get it, and they'll control it in their own zone. The Seawolves will. As Smith throws it down the ice and can't get to anybody, and he's iced the puck. And it'll come back down to Josh Brand's end of the ice. With 18-16 to go in the first period, and it's already 3-0 Stony Brook. For those of you just tuning in, you've missed a firestorm of goals by the Seawolves, scoring with 2 goals in less than a minute, a third, and obviously less than a minute and a half. We've only played 14 seconds more than that. And Stony Brook definitely fired up today as they take the zone and out. It's flicked ahead by Gellner. Cleared around the boards. Navy breaking now. This is Carlson. Shot into the zone by Dietrich. Fighting behind the net. Carlson put up a fight, but it's taken away by Stony Brook. Casano. Casano skates. Casano takes the zone himself. He got another man. He's got one. He shoots! It's wide. Big hit along the far boards there, but the Navy midshipman keeps control. And skating away with it now is Navy. They take the zone. It's on Brand. He'll cover up. And the face-off will be to the left of Brand with 17:29 to go in the first period. And the face-off is won by Stony Brook. He can't clear the zone. Not according to the linesman anyways. And Nichols circles around behind his own net, tries to clear it along the far boards. It's dumped back in. Nichols again tries that side, but the same man stops it again. That's Orzetti. Orzetti tries to play it back, but there's only a Seawolf there for the pass, and rushing ahead is Nichols. Nichols leaves it. Shot. Save. Shoots again. It's still loose, but it looks like the net has... No, we've got a penalty. A high stick. It's coming back outside the zone. It's not a penalty. It's coming all the way back. I believe the call was a Stony Brook high stick. in the rush there, and it's going to come all the way back down to the left of Josh Brenn, where Guerra wins a face-off for Stony Brook, and Arrow breaks out along the near boards. Flicked ahead into the zone by Mather. But we have a call here, and this is another high stick, and this one's going to stay down here. So Guerra will take another gander at the face-off. He wins this one. It's kicked ahead by Navy. Arrow clears it around, and Foster takes it, clears it into the zone. Navy back to Kalak, try to clear along the near boards. They can't, jamming away at it in the corner. It squirts away, and here comes Navy. He tries to dump it, it's stopped by Foster. And Ryan holds it up. Taking the zone is Guerra. Guerra dumps it in behind the net and heads off on a change. That first line is back out again. Ryan pressures, but it's cleared across the ice and dumped in by Crystal. Arrow is back to collect for Stony Brook. This is Collins. Collins got it tied up in his skates and lost the puck. It's in the Stony Brook zone. There's a shot kick saved by Brand. Ryan has it now. He whiffs on the pass and is knocked over. And Navy rush again. Harrigan in the zone. It's in behind. He centers it, but there's no one there. Navy keeps it in though, but Ryan, he taps it out for Collins in a 2-on-1 if Ryan hustles. Here comes Collins. Little saucer pass there, but Ryan can't get on the end. Alphonse centers. Nothing there for Stony Brook. Shot saved by Jamison Marshall. Kept in by Borner at the line. Back around to Ryan. Ryan back for Borner. Borner winds up, shoots. It gets caught up in Sean Collins' equipment, and Navy break away, but they don't want to. And a bad pass will send that puck up into the stands. 15:15 to go in the first period. It's 3-0 Stony Brook, and they've kept the pressure on. So Seawolves take the zone again. Jamming it away at it. There's Hawkins in there. Garofolo likes that recruit. Puck comes back to the line. It's cleared around. Borner can't get to it. And hustling is Sutoros. Sutoros throws it in. But Stony Brook's back for it. A little elbow there from Orzetti. And Navy have charged up this game physically. Now they mean business. That's one thing to do when you're getting beaten, as Cassiotti breaks and passes it across. Shot by Jennings is wide. Here's Hawkins. Throws it in behind the net. Cassiotti leaves it for Jennings on the far side, who centers. Shot! Saved by Marshall. And he'll poke it away with his stick. But Jennings works and keeps it in the zone. Stony Brook really outskating the midshipmen in the defense, in the Stony Brook attacking end. Navy not getting any defense. There's another centering pass. It's wide. There's a shot. It's blocked. That was Brooks with the shot. Brooks on the puck again. He gets checked from behind. No call. Jamming away it on the far side. Brooks still fighting in there. And Gellner gets away with the puck. Stony Brook looks like they're on the power play. Here's Casano. Casano brings it around. Outskates everyone. Passes it for Zarella. Zarella for Casano. He's checked on the near boards, and Navy come away. Tumolo. Tumolo will dump it in, and Navy have to change. The pressure that Stony Brook is putting on up the ice is not allowing Navy to get any rushes forward. They've had to change every time they've gotten the puck. Stony Brook take it again and dump it between the Navy defenders. Stelnick along the far side fighting for it, but he doesn't win it, and Navy will come away. Stopped at the line, held up, and the puck's still jamming at it along the near boards, but there it is now. Cleared away by Navy. And they'll try to get a rush out of this, but it's intercepted. And Casano comes back with it. Danny Casano dumps it in. Mathers around the boards. He'll play it back to the point. Shot, kick, save by Marshall. It comes up off the boards and lands behind the net. It's still in behind there now. Coming around from behind. There's a shot. Saved by Marshall. And some pushing and shoving after the play. I'd imagine there would be when you're losing 3-0. 12:35 to go in the first period. Shots on goal today. Stony Brook so far has 10 to Navy's 2. So you can see there the discrepancy in the attacking play. Stony Brook really keeping the pressure on. Face off won by Guerra. It's back behind the net. Moss keeps it in. And Navy tries the other way. Mishandled there. And it's held up still. But now it looks like Navy will clear. There it comes. Here's Carlson. A swing and a miss there will allow Foster to get the puck. He throws it down the ice. And Navy regroups. They have a chance to attack now. Carlson's a strong skater. He's been getting the puck for Navy all night. And there's a long shot. I don't think that qualifies as on goal, but it's caught by Brand and held. 3-0 Seawolves with 11:52 to go in the first period. So the face-off will be to the right of Josh Brand. And Navy wins, and a quick shot, kick save by Brand. I don't think he knew much about it, but he did well to get down and make the save. Trying to skate away is Stony Brook. Staying on sides, Collins did. Alphonse centers. That was Collins centering, Alphonse to Collins. And Collins centered, and it's dumped in by Navy and played behind the net by Brand, who tries to clear it along the near boards and gets it away. Stony Brook trying to settle down on their defensive end. And it'll be Alphonse skating away, but he's stopped. These lines none too happy with each other. Here's Borner. Always good to lower the boom. Collins crosses it. A diving play by Ryan, but he can't get it in the net. And Navy touches up. And it looks like we've got an interference call against the midshipman. The guilty party appears to be number 6. No, it looks like number 27. No, it is number 6. It is number 6. Connor Kearney heading to the box. 2 minutes for interference with 10:57 to go in the first period. And Stony Brook gets their first power play of the 2010-2011 season. Face-off won by Navy, and they'll try to take as much time off the clock as they can as Frederick holds the ball on the puck on the boards. Collins plays it back for Nichols. Collins gets it back. He's got it, almost missed Nichols at the point, but it's kept in by Foster. Here's Foster now, fakes a shot. Nichols winds up for it, but he whiffs on it, and the puck's behind the net. Frederick clears it along the near boards. Collected by Nichols. Across for Foster. Foster gets it back. Foster for Nichols. He misses the puck and kicked it a little bit. And it's in the corner again. Here's Collins. Collins skates out front. Collins for Ryan. They're rotating well, the Seawolves. There's a pass. Foster, shot, save. It's still in front. And Marshall ends up with it. With 1 minute and 12 seconds to go in the power play. Shots on goal now, 12-4 for the Seawolves. With 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first period. The score is 3-0. If you miss the first 5 minutes of the game, first 2 minutes of the game, you've missed all the scoring so far. Puck is along the near boards. Alphonse comes away with it and passes off for Casano. Casano dumps it in 55 seconds to go in the power play. Maybe tries to clear again. Casano gets a shin pad on it but can't keep it in. Away comes Dietrich, he'll clear it in, and Brand plays it. Oh, he didn't see Carlson coming. Here's Casano, he'll dump it behind for Zarella. Zarella for Casano. all the way across the ice. Good movement from Cassano and Zarella. Cassano takes the line with Cassiotti. Lays it back for Zarella. Shot. It's deflected. Took a couple of bounces and rolled wide of the net. Back in behind the net. Here's Cassiotti. Center scores!
And that is the 4th goal for Stony Brook with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first.
Josh Gellner took a great pass from Cassiotti, I believe it was, and slid it into the far corner. Stony Brook really outskating Navy on that last line, and that's a little bit of the depth that Stony Brook speaks to when they talk about they want 3 lines, 4 lines that can go hard and play against other teams, first lines even, and that's how you get a great hockey team. So 4-0 here with just past the midway point. I'll check with my producer as to if that was a power play goal. It was a power play goal, so Stony Brook 100% on the power play on this season so far. And Stony Brook pressuring again now. But Navy comes away with it and clears it into the zone. It's behind the net. Brand plays it along the near boards. And Gellner will pass it forward for Cassano. Cassano skating. Cassano takes the line himself. Holds it up, waits for help, passes it across for Borner. Borner shot low and wide. Kept in by Cassano. Jamming at it in the corner, it's out in front. Poked away by Marshall. And Navy break now, a 2-on-2. But they'll dump it in and change again. Brand handles it behind his own net. And away comes Stony Brook. Mather takes the line. Passes across. Great deflection and a goal! Another goal for Stony Brook. Stelnick got on the end, I believe it was Stelnick, got on the end of a great pass. And Stony Brook really, really outskating Navy now. 5-0 in the first period. Of course, a big shout to Eric Stelnick's family as Navy takes a timeout here, and I'm not really sure they have any other choice. Shout to Eric Stelnick's family out in Valencia, California, watching tonight. I know there are some of the Stelnick family in attendance tonight. So he'll open his Stony Brook account with the 5th goal already. Again, you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. It's 5-0 here with under 10 minutes to go in the first period. I'm Sam Kilb. This is Deanna Sisti. Deanna, what are you seeing out there on the first period?
I'm seeing the boys are doing really well. Chris Ryan definitely called it when he said they had a lot of great talent this year, and we're definitely seeing it with the 5-0 start. So should be a good game. Let's see if Navy can keep up.
Absolutely. Maybe a little bit of tired legs from Navy. They did play last night, so that may be playing a factor right now. But Stony Brook, fresh out of the gate, they haven't played a game all year, and they look really excited to get underway here. They showed it with 5 first-period goals.
And they're off to a great start this year.
And, of course, 100% on the power play. They'll love that statistic. Boom Boom Jeffrian's down on the ice now. We're going to send you back down there. We're getting ready to start the game from center ice after the Navy timeout. And Guerra wins the faceoff. Zarella, long pass. And Stelnick gets another shot off. It's kicked all the way out of the zone. Zarella keeps it in. Zarella circling the net, cross in front. But the puck is cleared by Navy all the way down the ice. Icing is waved off as Brand comes out of the net, but he won't play it. Nichols cuts back smartly. It's along the near boards. They're jamming at it. And no, now Navy comes away. A shot goes through everybody and away to the far boards. Here's Collins. Collins up for Stelnick. Stelnick lays it in the zone, but he can't. Nobody can get there, and Navy will try to clear again, but they can't. Here's Guerra in front. Shot, kick, saved by Marshall. And Navy clears the zone. Arrow sends it back in, but only as far as a Navy midshipman, who clears it, gives it right back to him. And he'll flick it high this time into the zone. It's behind the net. Fleming sends it along the boards, but not out. A little back pass to the goaltender there. And Stony Brook will keep the zone. Here's Ryan behind the net. Ryan passes it back for Foster. Foster, long shot high. Here's Arrow pressing in the zone. We've got a delayed call against Navy coming up.
And that looks like a penalty.
And midshipman touch up on the delayed call. So the power play unit out again. It looks like number 28, Chris Stevens, will be in the box for Navy. I didn't see the call. But it'll be another power play for Stony Brook. And the power play unit gets to, well, not improve on 100%, but try to maintain that. As Casano comes back and plays it for Zarella. Casano skating down the middle now. He'll take the zone himself a little bit. Missed touch, but he gets it back. Here's Zarella now. Zarella mishandles the puck. Cassiati can't control it either. And they'll jam at it in the corner. It comes free for Gellner, who passes it back to Cassiati. Zarella finds Casano free, puts it on the wrong side, but Casano rights himself. And he gets it right back from Gellner. Here's Zarella now. Zarella shoots. Screen, that was the goalie, but he saves it anyway. Good save from Marshall. Here's Zarella again. He whiffs on the puck completely. And Cassiati skates toward the net. The player's really having difficulty. And the ice is too slippery. Cassiati behind the net now for Alphonse. Center, shot! And it's wide of the net. Puck still in behind the net. Alphonse. He plays it back for Casano at the blue line. Casano to Zarella. Cassiati. His shot is high. Casano on the far side. 36 seconds to go in the power play. Casano tries a weak shot, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. 30 seconds to go in the power play, and Stony Brook has another rush as they change now. This is Foster as he sets the team behind the net. The team set, and here they go away. A long pass, but he misses the net. And icing is the call with 12 seconds to go in the power play. 4:50 to go in the first period. Stony Brook leads Navy by a score of 5-0. Quite a start to the 2010-2011 ACHA campaign for the Seawolves. Face off down to the right of Josh Brand. And the Stony Brook power play is running out now as they pass it around behind the net, and good pressure applied by number 12, Steve Satoros, in the corner. He held off 3 Seawolves for the remainder of the 12-second power play there. And Nichols throws it back behind the net again. And Stony Brook can't clear the zone right now. Good skating from Satoros. And I believe the puck was frozen on the near boards there. So they'll bring it to the face-off circle to the left of Josh Brand and restart play from there. Both teams changing. 5-0 lead for Stony Brook in the first period. Hawkins wins the draw for Stony Brook, and Borner clears it around. A long pass is a good one for Cassiati. He's breaking in all alone. Cassiati, he scores! Cassiati with a nifty move on the breakaway. A long pass by Mike Smith. And Stony Brook have a 6-0 lead.
A little over 4 minutes left in the first. Stony Brook off to a great start.
It was great vision from Mike Smith to find Cassiotti on the way in. Cassiotti had trouble controlling the puck, but he did a good job. And he took it into goal, and now it's 6-0 Stony Brook. The fans are loving it here. Navy again in their own zone as Jennings pressures it in. And stolen by Cassiotti again in front of the net. He turns and deals for Hawkins, who can't control, but Cassiotti sliding. Taps it back in, and it's cleared only as far as Smith. Smith clears it back in. Navy in behind the net. Connor Kearney, he plays it up the near boards, where Chris he'll take it in the zone, but only as far as Stelnick, who then skated off sides after his pass to Mather. A little bit behind Mather. Stelnick couldn't put on the brakes fast enough and got into the zone ahead of him. So about 3 minutes to go in the first period. 6-0 Stony Brook. You can see the time clock's out real quick. We'll get that back on in just a moment. Jamming at it behind the Stony Brook net. It comes away from Navy. There's a centering pass. It was a good one. But Dietrich slipped at the last moment and couldn't get a hold of the puck. Navy tries to clear the zone again. And they'll get it in. That's a great pass. Here comes Fick. His shot misses. And Fick will keep it again. Sliding block attempt by Zarella was enough to put Fick off. And Fick has again collected the puck. But it's stolen in a breakaway here. Stelnick! Glove save by Marshall. And Stelnick, a couple Stony Brook players unhappy with the Navy players. Just protecting their goaltender, which they should try to do a little bit more of when the puck is in play, because the score here is in serious danger of getting out of hand. 6-0 Stony Brook.
2:29 left in the first period.
So Stony Brook keeping the zone now. Here's Foster. Foster with a shot. And Marshall doesn't know where the puck is, but it's back behind the net. Brooks fighting at it, kicking at it down there. A Stony Brook player, a Navy player coming together in the back. And Arrow will keep, no, he won't keep it in. The far linesman with an eagle eye on the puck. And Stony Brook was offsides. So just under 2 minutes to go in the first period. Stony Brook 6, Navy 0. Stony Brook, this is the season opener, the home opener. Came out ready to go, and they've held Navy off completely and put 6 in the back of the midshipman net. As Gellner plays it back, and Foster in his own zone. Foster puts it along the near boards for Gellner. Gellner gets there, and he can't kick it out of the zone. There's a shot, but it's a weak one. He whiffed on it, but he gets the puck back again. He swings around, and he scores. It took the midshipman second a minute to realize it, and I think it took everybody in the arena a minute to realize it, but Jeffrian's arm was leveled at the goal, and Navy have scored their first goal of the match. That's leading goal scorer Rob Van Winter adding his 6th goal of the season. And it's 6-1. Stony Brook leads. It was a tough goal from Van Winter. I don't think Brand could really see the puck. He was a little bit out of position. Van Winter's shot came back across the goal, and I believe it actually snuck in between Brand's legs. So here's Kearney now for Navy. Navy with a new spring in their step. He'll skate forward now. They're in behind. That's Reed. Reed around the net. And it's centered out in front, but Alphonse gets it away. Here's Ryan. He tries to put it ahead for Alphonse, but he can't. Here along the boards, Carlson keeps the puck in for Navy. And Borner will push it ahead to Collins. Collins takes it up to center ice. Alphonse can't control, and it gets into the Navy zone. Alphonse can control now. Collins, he had the whole goal to shoot at, but his shot went high. And coming away is Navy now. Dietrich, he's stopped by Borner. Good stick from Borner there. Collins takes the line, he's held up, can't get away. And he tripped up the Navy player, but no call. And the Navy player gets revenge with a little off the puck hit there. And the puck rolls all the way down the ice for an icing call. With 13.3 seconds to go in the first period, Stony Brook leads Navy 6-1. The shots on goal an astonishing 23-5 with 13.3 seconds to go in the first period. Enough time for Stony Brook to get another couple on. The faceoff is won by Navy, but it only goes as far as Zarella, who will clear it in behind the net. And Navy will attempt to skate out the clock here as they take it along the far boards, and they won't get a shot off before the end of the first period. At the end of one, the score is Stony Brook 6, Navy 1. So quite an opening performance by the Seawolves here at the rinks in Hauppauge. As the players leave the ice, reminder that you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Go on our website, sign a petition. Check it out. We'll be right back with first period analysis. So stay tuned. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
This is Matt Gilroy of the New York Rangers, and you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Let's go, Stony Brook.
Back to the rinks at Hauppauge, where the Stony Brook Seawolves lead the Navy Midshipmen by a score of 6-1 in the first intermission here. As the players are taking the ice for the second period, we'll talk a little bit about what we saw in the first. So as we come back upstairs real quick, I'm Sam Kild with Deanna Sisti. Now, Deanna, the guys really came out of the gates pretty hard there in the first period.
Oh yeah, they looked awesome. They came out very excited. They obviously came off to a great start with 3 goals in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. They just skated back out onto the ice. They're looking great right now. Definitely pumped up from the beginning of the game.
Of course, Navy was a little bit tired at the beginning of the game, and well, it doesn't get any better as the game goes on, does it? But they played last night, and the shots on goal in the first period were 23-5. It's 23-5 Stony Brook advantage on shots in the first period. And Stony Brook was 1 for 2 on the power play, but Deanna, you thought the second power play not quite as good as the first.
No, the first power play, they did a great job. They actually scored on their first power play. They looked great, came out strong. Second power play, not so much. It didn't look like they could get the puck in the goal, which they proved that they didn't. But they didn't come out as strong. They didn't look as into it as the first power play.
Certainly Navy cleared the puck a couple more times in the second power play than they did in the first. But Stony Brook did have a good run of possession, passing it around the outside, but Navy collapsed really well on that second power play. So The Stony Brook players are on the ice here ready to start the second period. And now Navy is coming out of the locker room. And we're ready to play some hockey. The score is 6-1 Stony Brook as we begin the second period of play. Stony Brook, the number 19 team in the country, I should add, and they believe that they should be higher. And this is so far, I should add that this is the first period. After the first period, it's 6-1. So far, a result that backs up their claims.
And again, the boys have great chemistry out there. They're playing great. They're coming out strong. We'll see how they can do in this second period.
So coming out to start the second period, it'll be Hawkins and Carlson to take the face off. Jeffrey checks with the timekeeper and the goaltenders. And backs Cameron Harrington out of the center circle. And we're ready to go here in the second period. Stony Brook down in their own end now. Cassiotti, he'll skate it up. Plays ahead for Jennings, who whiffs. And it goes all the way down the ice. But icing is waved off. And Jennings recovers the puck again. Cleared in behind the boards, behind on the boards again. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins jamming at it along the near side boards. Puts it in the back there. There's Jennings. It's out in front. Zarella on the puck. Into the corner. Oh, Cassiotti ducked a big hit there. Zarella can't keep it in. And it goes all the way down the ice to Josh Brand. Brand with 4 saves in the first period. As the puck goes down to a new Navy goalkeeper. It looks like Andrew Mills has taken over in goal for Navy.
Navy definitely coming out stronger in the second than they did in the first.
Definitely skating well, Navy, here in the beginning. I can only imagine that the coach lit into him in the dressing room. And Navy away on a break now. A long shot save by Brand. And Foster holds off the Navy forward from the goaltender. And the face-off will be to the left of Josh Brand. 18:57 to go here in the second period. And the good news for Navy is that Stony Brook hasn't already scored twice, as happened in the first period. And Navy wins a draw again. Here's Arrow. Danny Casano can't clear it. Navy will keep it in.
Stony Brook definitely having difficulties getting the puck out of their zone right now.
And Arrow gives it another try. A little flick pass for Foster. Foster with a long crossing pass. Stony Brook really just being a little bit too cute in their own zone right now. Finally cleared away by Gellner. Gellner throws it down the ice. Icing is waved off. Navy tracking back for it. I'm not sure he knew it was waved off. And held up along the boards there. Brooks holds the defender on, but Navy skates away now. And 2 Stony Brook players whiff on the puck, just skated over it, and Fick will skate away with it. Fick dumps it in and goes off for a change. Navy definitely skating harder. I think Stony Brook believes this game's a foregone conclusion at this point. Not really.
Yeah, not moving around as much as we saw in the first.
Definitely not skating as hard. Here's Arrow behind the net. Crystal applies the pressure, and he almost wins the puck back. And Arrow comes away again. Wide for Gellner. Gellner dumps it in and goes off for a change. Navy back for the puck. Here's Roberts. Roberts along the near boards, a long pass. Crystal can't control, and it was ruled that he didn't touch it, I believe. And the puck will come all the way back down the ice on an icing call. So 17:29 to go in the second period. It's young here, but Navy comes out a little bit stronger, Deanna.
Stony Brook looks like they need to wake up a little more. They look like they got a little cocky in the first period.
There's a long shot by Borner. It's blocked away by the new Navy goaltender, Mills. And the puck's here along the near side boards. Stelnick tripped as he plays, and a call is made. So a delay call as Brand skates over to the bench. Stelnick controls the puck. There's Borner. Navy struggling to touch up, but finally They get a stick on it, as Tommy Reed got on the end of it, but it'll be Thomas Crissell of Navy thinking about what he's done for 2 minutes in the penalty box.
That is the third penalty that we have for Navy today.
So the power play unit back on the ice for Stony Brook. Hawkins will take the draw, and they'll be looking to recover from that lackadaisical power play, the second power play in the first period. The puck's in behind the net. Here's Hawkins. Spins it across for Nichols. Collins again, he'll dump it in behind. Ryan's behind the net. To the corner for Hawkins. Hawkins skates out. Here's Ryan. The pass in front. Great save by Mills. And they're mixing it up in front.
We have two different fights going on right now.
Some not nice words being exchanged. There's 3 players paired up on the ice.
Refs are trying to break it up, not doing a great job.
It looks like Collins has gotten in the mix in front of the net. Ryan's got a couple guys after him. The 2 14s, it was Liam Kearney and Wesley Hawkins of Stony Brook mixing it up there in front of the net. It looks like there's going to be some penalties called.
Looks like Chris Ryan skating to the box right now.
Zarella on to inquire about what exactly the calls might be. It looks like it's going to be 2 apiece. So we'll have a 4-on-3 power play for Stony Brook as both Chris Ryan and Sean Collins head to the box for Stony Brook. We'll wait as Jeffrion sorts this out with the timekeeper. It looks like it's Crissell and Liam Kearney of Navy. It looks like just one Navy player was sent to the box. Crissell still serving his 2-minute tripping penalty. And Liam Kearney is in the box for Navy as well. While Chris Ryan and Hawkins, I believe I gave you Collins' name before, are in the box for Stony Brook.
Definitely a rough start for the second period. Already we have power plays. It's not even a power play.
And this is exactly what you don't want to see in a 5-goal game, and especially from Stony Brook. You'd hope that there'd be more discipline than that to go after players. You're up by 5 goals. Is it worth giving up the power play? You don't go up in the rankings for fights on the ice. You don't go up in the rankings for penalty minutes. You go up in the rankings by scoring goals. And you'd expect to see that from Stony Brook, although it is the first game, maybe a couple games to work on the discipline and sort things out. Zarella still inquiring. I believe Sam Carlson of Navy has completed his discussion with Jeffrion, but Zarella is not done. Now the faceoff has come back outside the Navy zone. And it looks like they're going to be playing 4-on-4 hockey.
Stony Brook definitely has to step it up in the second. Not coming on half as strong as Navy is right now.
So here's Cassiotti willing to change that. He skates hard, but he'll lose the puck. Nichols will keep it in. Nichols a long pass across the ice, and he's hit hard on the far side by Dietrich, who's cleaned up by Zarella in turn. Cassiotti in front, saved by Mills. Cassiotti digs it out again, and he centers. Here's Nichols. A Navy defender has lost his stick. Zarella long shot, and it's saved by Mills. Both teams looking to play some physical hockey now.
Here we go again.
Some pushing and shoving again after the play. It looks like it was Collins and Dietrich. Dietrich never afraid to mix it up. Exchanging pleasantries in front of the net. So the faceoff will be to the right of Andrew Mills. With 1 minute and 6 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. I believe after that, Navy will be on a brief power play. About 25 seconds or so. 24 seconds, the official ruling from our producer. Not bad for a guesstimate. So Sean Collins will take the face off, and he's won it. Zarella with a quick shot, blocker save by Mills. Collins in behind the net. Collins and Cassiotti poking away at it, and it comes away along the near side boards. Cassiotti will keep it in. He shoots it off of Nichols, and Navy skates away. Here's Van Winter. Bumped off the puck by Nichols, and Zarella will collect. Zarella loses the puck. Van Winter gets it away, but Zarella uses that big frame of his to get back on the puck and clear it away. All the way down the ice now. Icing waved off, Tom Fix back after it. Navy will collect themselves behind their own net now. And here comes Fick now. Long pass across the ice, but Reed can't control. He's held off. And the puck comes all the way back to Fick, who will clear it in and head off on a change. 5 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. So here's Zarella. Cross for last, and Collins will flick it ahead with just 20 seconds to go in the Navy power play. Here's Gellner. Gellner killing the penalty well and skating around behind the net. And now Navy have time to get the puck into the zone, but not much more than that. Here they come away. Sutoros in front of the net. Not sure Brand knew much about that one. And coming in, save again by Brand. Blocked away by Arrow, and here's Ryan with room to skate. Here comes Danny Casano. Casano takes the line, he's got Ryan in front. He holds it up, crossing pass, Ryan just high. The puck's in behind the net. Ryan kicks away at it and gets it out in front. Arrow with a shot, save. And into the side netting was Danny Casano. No goal. No goal is the call. And Ryan will control it again for Borner. Takes a long shot, scores!
And that is the first goal for Stony Brook, and the second.
And not really worth it. Well, not a highlight reel goal maybe from Phil Borner. Just snuck under the left pad of Andrew Mills, but it counts the same on the scoreboard, and Stony Brook have retaken their 6-goal lead with 13:53 to go in the second period.
Stony Brook definitely waking up after the first 2 penalties.
So both teams at even strength now. And mixing it up at center ice there again. Borner, he won't be afraid. Here comes Cassiotti with a centering pass. It flips high over the goal. Cassiotti sends it in front again. But it looks like we have a slashing penalty, I believe. And off the ice will skate Doug Dietrich, number 32 for Navy.
Navy definitely struggling this game.
He's Dietrich has been a bit of a spark out there for them physically. Definitely getting mixed up with some Stony Brook players. Most recently, number 11 Phil Borner around center ice a couple minutes ago, but he'll take the penalty and he'll have a short timeout of 2 minutes while Stony Brook goes back on the power play. Steve Sutoro seeking an explanation from Jeffrion as Stony Brook awaits the opportunity to go on their 4th power play of the game. Of course, the first was a goal, the second no goal, and the third they ruined with their little pushing and shoving match that they had down there in the Navy goal mouth. So the power play unit out again as Elfont takes a puck. Here's Cassiotti, he'll skate in front, he shoots, it's blocked, glove, save by Mills, and a beauty. Cassiotti got out in front, he got 1 hack, he got 2 hacks at it, and Mills came up with a glove save just 10 seconds into the power play.
Great attempt by Stony Brook, definitely trying to hit double digits tonight.
So Font wins the draw, and Cassiotti has it again. Back for Cassano. Cassano at the point. He sends it in. Oh, he keeps it in again. Zarella wound up for a shot, but Cassano skated away with the puck. Here's Zarella now. Winds up again. Big shot pad save by Mills. Kept in by Cassiotti. He swings, he missed. And it looks like we have a penalty call coming up. And there are some unhappy players in the goal mouth, and some players mixing it up. I can tell you that Josh Gellner was not very happy. A Navy player just tackled the referee. I'm not sure he knew what was going on. But Josh Gellner lost his helmet in front of the net. And just again, there's no need for it. You've got the penalty call. The referees had the penalty. The whistle was blown. And Stony Brook again comes after the guy who's committed the penalty, and will most likely have an even strength or similar situation. And of course, it's very important for the referees to make these calls and get all these guys in the box, because this is the sort of game at this sort of scoreline that you cannot see get out of hand. It's not what the fans are here. Well, it's somewhat what some of the fans are here to see.
Not what the game's about.
It's not what the game's about. The game is about Chuck-a-Puck. I established this in the opening of the show.
Something like that, Sam.
So again, Zarella and Carlson will meet at center ice and discuss the calls with the referee. So while we wait, we should note that the shots on goal count is 30-6. Now, for Stony Brook, that they're still out shooting Navy by a 5-1 margin in this period. But they just haven't come out as strong as they did in the first period yet.
Definitely not as strong. They look like they're definitely lightening up. I don't understand why. I mean, Navy could definitely come back. We'll see what they can do. But it looks like we have two guys from Navy in the box right now. And both captains are still trying to discuss what's going on.
Yeah, interestingly, there is only one Stony Brook player in the box. So we'll find out what's going on, and we'll let you know in just a minute. I believe they only penalized the two players that were mixing it up in front of the goal. It was, I didn't see who Josh Gellner was on top of, but I believe he's the penalized Stony Brook player. So we'll let you know in just a minute about that. But the Stony Brook leads 7-1. I believe the adage is if one team can score 6 goals in a period, the other team could do the same. So I think Stony Brook needs to keep that in focus here as they move forward in the second period.
But definitely off to a rough start. We'll see if we can handle the rest of the second. Peter Zarella not looking happy right now.
He's had some words again with Jeffrian, but it looks like it's going to be 4 skaters apiece. And that's what it is as we start play here again. 4 skaters apiece for Stony Brook and Navy. Again, Josh Gellner is in the box for Stony Brook, and Dietrich still in the box for his slashing call, and an unidentified Navy player also in the box for
Zarella
Navy.
just got denied a goal.
And Stony Brook takes it in behind the net. Ryan skating with it, bumps Carlson off the puck. And Ryan digging at it again. A few cross checks in there, and the puck is deemed frozen. Maybe a little bit unnecessary from Thomas Crystal, who has already spent time in the box, and Zarella is not happy about it. Navy taking every opportunity to take a shot at a Stony Brook player now. But because Stony Brook fell on the puck last, the face-off is going to come back outside the zone, where Collins wins the draw and plays it back for Foster. Foster throws it up the near side boards, but not out of the zone. Digging it away at it is Carlson. Here comes Foster now. He's got room to skate. Lays it back for Zarella. Zarella over for Collins. Collins takes his own, but it's offsides as Foster and maybe even Ryan snuck in just a step ahead of Collins. 12:09 to go here. 35 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 before it appears that Navy will be on a brief power play once again. This one, 30, carry the 1, 2 seconds. 32 seconds for Navy will be on the power play in 35 seconds.
Some great math by Sam Kilb just there.
Stony Brook is a great science and mathematics school. and I attend that fine university. Jeffrey on ducks a flying puck there. And the puck's in the corner, but Navy can't clear. Tied up there by Hawkins. Hawkins can't keep it in the zone though. And Navy skates away. It's Van Winter. Van Winter, the team's leading goal scorer. He's added the only tally for Navy here. And it came in the second period.
Navy hungry for another goal.
So a nifty move there by Nichols to clear it out. Off the bench, jumped Orzetti. Orzetti, a big player, elbows flying. Is always willing to get in there. And Stony Brook have the puck pushed into their zone. Quick skate there, Brand, kick save, and he made another. As Danny Casano can't clear the zone. Here's a shot, no it's not, it's a fake. Well, that's being generous, he whiffed on it. And the puck's cleared all the way down the ice, where Mills will cover it. We're back at even strength with 10:59 to go in the second period. Stony Brook has a 7-1 lead. Navy power play this game is 0 for 2, and they've had just 2 shots on it. And I believe that's both their shots in the period. One of them, of course, being the goal by Van Winter. So Stony Brook wins the face-off. It's put along the near side boards. They have it now again. It's down in the corner. Here's Stelnick. Stelnick skates, and he dumps it in behind the net. Coming out in front, centered. It's still loose, but it comes away now as Frederick skates away with it. He'll dump it in, gets roughed up by Stelnick. Brand gets bumped by Haas. And the puck is flipped back in, delayed offsides, they'll tag up. He's still offsides. He doesn't know it though. Oh, a big hit there by Dietrich. Dietrich hitting again. He hits Borner in the corner this time. Borner with the puck, leaves it, and Dietrich hits him again. And Borner gives him a little nudge for that one. The puck comes down the ice. Dietrich goes down behind the play with Borner looking very innocent behind him. There's Mather with a shot, but it's wide. Maybe along the boards again. Here comes Dietrich. Tries to poke it into the zone. He'll end up carrying it in as he slides. And Zarella will put it down, try to put it down the boards. He can. It's only as far as Guerra there. And a big heavy boot there. And the puck goes all the way down into the Navy zone. Good hit by Collins. He's held on to by Connor Kearney. No penalty. It comes out in front. Alphon lays it back for Foster. Nice fake there. And here's Zarella. Shot. Saved by Mills. And again, a Navy player going after the head of a Stony Brook player.
Both players are on the ground. Refs having difficulties breaking it up. They are wrestling currently.
I didn't think that the Stony Brook player had done anything wrong in that situation. I am the Stony Brook
And he is down. He is down right now.
But it appeared that the number 28 of Navy, Chris Stevens, tackled Sean Collins, I believe it is. Yeah, I'm seeing the number now, I think. Well, if he'll skate that way a little bit. But anyways, the Stony Brook player didn't appear to have, yes, it is Sean Collins. He appeared to be skating towards the goaltender. He didn't appear to actually get his stick anywhere near the goaltender, and still the Navy player tackled him anyways.
And Zarella having words with the ref again.
And somehow, Collins ends up in the box. Now this has to be
a little ridiculous.
This has to be a measure of trying to keep this game from getting out of hand again, because I could not see a single thing that Collins did wrong. And now maybe it happened before the player tackled him, but I didn't see anything as that play continued. So Zarella is again at center ice to have a word with the officials. Stevie Sotoros was waiting there for a moment, but he skated away.
Zarella following the ref right now. Definitely a rough start to the second. More penalties than we have seen goals. I think the boys need to get their priorities straight right now. A little too many fights.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of baiting by the Navy players. Somehow Stony Brook has gone down a man in this mix, and Navy will be on the power play. It looks like it'll be Gellner and Collins in the box for Stony Brook. So the Seawolves are down a man. We're just past the halfway mark in the second period, and Navy is on the power play again. Their third of the game. Excuse me. And good hit there by Ryan down in the Navy zone. Navy puts it along the boards here. Sutoros, he flicks it in. It's a centering pass off the goal post and covered by Brand.
It's a great save by Brand.
Good save by Brand. Well, you tell him.
I think I will.
A little bit of help from the ironwork.
Brand covers up the puck. Great save by Brand. Navy definitely wants to catch up, doing a great job. Definitely coming out stronger than Stony Brook is right now.
So 1:39 left in the power play for Navy, and they've created their third shot of the period. And it went off the goalpost. As Hawkins gets tossed from the face-off, and Brooks steps in. Puck comes back to Fick. Fick misses wide. Save by Brand, and it's a beauty. Blocker save. Fighting for it behind the net. Borner will poke it along. Hawkins gets it out, and he's hit.
Stony Brook having trouble getting control of the puck right now.
Again, Stony Brook a little bit upset that they're getting out hit right now. A few chippy plays by the Seawolves, and I could see that having an impact on maybe the Navy players' decisions to jump on them, and it's in the goal mouth. Shot, kick save by Brand. Here's Brooks. Josh Brooks gets it away. Here's Borner fighting at it again. It's along the boards again, and Hawkins, he whiffs on it, and it comes back. Here's in front. Brand kick save, and he covers up. He covers up. No goal is the signal. No goal. And
there's about 6 players in the goal right now.
Quite a pile up down there in the goal mouth. Borner having words with the midshipman behind the net. But Brand somehow got a hold of that puck. It was under his left pad. He didn't quite see it. And a defender came sliding into him. And I believe the defender actually ended up covering the puck. But of course it doesn't matter as long as you don't do it with your hand in that area. So 51 seconds to go in the 5-on-4 power play for Navy. As Carlson takes the draw for Navy, but can't win it. It's behind the net now, though. And the midshipmen have it again. They'll pass it around, blocked by Arrow. Good block there. And he'll try to clear it, and does, all the way down the ice to the Navy goaltender, Mills. Good pressure from Cassiati forces Mills to turn back the other way. And Cassiati comes back after the puck again. But in comes Reed. Reed still has the puck. Reed skates in front. Glove save by Brand. Reed was allowed to skate for a long time on that one.
Navy in control of the puck again. Stony Brook having trouble getting it out of their zone.
5 seconds to go in the power play. A lot of pushing and shoving going on in front of the net. A delayed call on Stony Brook, so they'll go again. And they score. Navy scores.
Slipped right past him.
A one-time shot by Dietrich slipped into the corner of the goal, and Navy will now be on the power play. I've lied to you. They will not. Yes, they will be on the power play. Jason Arrow is headed to the box. Although I do believe our producer Trevor makes a solid point. When there is a delayed call, of course, and then there is a goal that should wipe out the penalty. But Stony Brook will go, will take the ice shorthanded again. As Jason Arrow has 2 minutes on the clock, and he'll be in the penalty box thinking about his interference penalty. Hawkins takes the puck forward right off the face-off. Pass across. Gellner can't get on the end of it. And he tries to skate around, but is stopped by a Navy midshipman. Cleared again by Gelner. Navy controlling along the far boards. They gloves it in.
Navy doing a good job keeping control of the puck. Stony Brook's having difficulties keeping up with them.
So Mills leaves it for Fick behind his own net. Fick passes across, but the only person there is Nichols, who clears it back into the net, into the behind the Navy net. Along the far boards now skates Navy, held up by Gelner, but it'll be Sotoros taking the zone again. Stick down in front of the net. That's a good stick from Van Winter. And Hawkins nearly got the puck away, and now he has, and Hawkins is in a race with Fick. And Hawkins wisely just spins it into the corner to kill a couple more seconds off the power play. 47 seconds to go. Long pass by Navy. As Van Winter has the puck again, he'll dump it in and go off on a change. Good hit by Smith. Navy takes the puck again, throws it across the ice. It's past everyone and cleared from the zone by Ryan. That's a great pass for Collins. 2-on-1 for Stony Brook. Collins shoots. Saved by Mills.
It's a great save by our Navy goalie.
A good pass by Ryan to get it ahead for Collins, and he tried to go through the legs of the Navy netminder, but he couldn't get it in.
And that was a great save by Mills.
Here's Zarella. Long shot, and Mills will hold on.
Another great save by Mills.
So the face-off will be to the left of Andrew Mills with 5.5 to go. Shot right on, but it's held up again by Mills, and they'll do it again. 17 seconds to go in the power play. Face-off won by Collins out of the zone. Here's Borner. Borner dumps it back in the zone.
Navy definitely dominating the second period.
As Collins skates back into the zone. Navy, of course, outscoring Stony Brook in this period 2-1. As Navy skates ahead again. Frederick dumps it into the zone. Borner jumps out of the way of a check. Puck's in front of the net. And here's Collins now. Stelnick with a good stick over to Ryan. Ryan skates in, takes the zone himself. Leaves it for Stelnick. Great pass.
Stelnick, another goal for Stelnick. And that is Stelnick's second goal of the game. His family listening back home certainly must be proud right now.
Well, Chris Ryan took the zone himself. Stelnick kept skating because he knows that Chris Ryan is a player with vision, and he was rewarded for his efforts as Ryan left the puck back, and Stelnick was able to slap it in on the near side. And Stony Brook gets their 6-goal lead back. It's 8-2 Seawolves. So the period now even at 2 apiece. Of course, the 6-0 first period still remains the difference for Stony Brook.
Navy's skating strong right now.
And they come out in front again, and Mills, he gets a stick on it, it's loose.
And there's a pile over the goalie right now.
And usually in this situation, there's a Stony Brook helmet coming off because Navy will strip him off. So no penalties, no goals, but the face-off will come to the right of Andrew Mills. And it'll be Guerra on the draw. He can't win it. And Flyer plays it along the far boards. Picked ahead by Dietrich. Arrow winds up and finds the glass behind the goal. Here's Guerra again, skating in. Leaves it for Stelnick.
His shot went wide.
So now Stony Brook battling in their own zone. Foster can't clear it. And a Navy stick throws it high into the air and out of play.
Into the crowd.
Where a lucky fan will take a souvenir home. So 3 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the second period as Stony Brook wins the draw just outside their zone again. And it's thrown ahead for Hawkins. Hawkins takes it with one hand on his stick, winds up, shot, pad save, and Cassiotti can't follow up on the open goal. Kicked ahead by Navy. And away comes Sutoros. He's in front of the goal. It's taken away by Jennings at the last second. Jennings pokes it ahead for Cassiotti. He can't clear the zone. Hawkins can though and throws it all the way across the ice for Jennings. Here's Jennings. He'll take the zone himself. He's got help. He shoots. It's wide. It went into the side netting. Cassiotti throws it in front, but Hawkins can't get on the end of it. Thrown in behind the net. Here's Hawkins again. Hawkins, he'll wrap it around. Can't get there in time, but now he'll take it in front. Poked away by Orzetti. Hawkins still on the puck. He'll skate with it all day. Still working is Hawkins. Hawkins on Orzetti now. And finally, Navy comes away with the puck. A tired line there by Stony Brook, and Orzetti will flick the puck in and go off on a change. 2:39 to go in the second period. A poor play by Brand, and he recovers at the last second, but that could have been a disaster for Stony Brook as Brand misplayed the puck. Navy played it in front, but they couldn't capitalize. And the midshipmen really outskating Stony Brook now. It is as warm as they were, as hot as they were in the first period, is as cold as Stony Brook is now. A big hit there by Gellner. And Brooks is thrown to the ice. Comes around on the near boards, kept in by Nichols. He tries to throw it in behind, but it doesn't get there. They're jamming at it in the corner. They're in along the near corner. And now it's flicked out. Zarella, it's a race. Zarella gets there before Crystal, who hauls him to the ice. And there's the penalty whistle we all expected. And Crystal will go off for the remainder of the second period or less, depending on whether or not Stony Brook can convert on the power play. Crystal will spend 2 minutes in the box for tripping. There's 1:37 to go in the second period. So the power play unit again on the ice for Stony Brook. And really an opportunity to change the momentum of the game here. Unless they only put 4 players on the ice. Oh, here comes another. Hawkins thrown out for not getting on the ice in time, and Ryan will take it. But Navy gets it away. And Frederick holds it up and he throws it in the zone. Now that he has the help of Kearney skating after it, and Kearney will hold it in. But here's Hawkins now. Push it around, long pass for Foster. Foster gets it on the near boards and takes the zone himself. He's coming in. Skates around behind the net. Thinks about putting it in front, but he'll hold on to it. He's still going in a circle. And now a pass, shot by Nichols off the post. And they're digging at it along the far boards. Nobody can get it out here. And now comes the whistle.
Less than a minute remaining in the second.
So Stony Brook still on the power play here with 53.5 seconds to go in the second period. Everybody's changing here. And the period hasn't really gone as Stony Brook has planned. They had a 6-0 lead coming out of the first, but this period was 2-2, all even. And now it's an 8-2 Seawolves lead. Stony Brook wins the draw, and Zarella with a shot glove save by Mills. Good shot by Zarella. He'll wind up for him from the point. He's not afraid to shoot. So Elfont will take the draw, and he wins it for Stony Brook. Here's Danny Casano. Comes in the corner here. There's Gellner. Now Elfont. Back for Casano. Thinks about it, shoots. And it came off a body in front of the net and into the corner. Cleared all the way down the ice with 30 seconds to go in the period. Brand plays it out for Elfont. Elfont for Gellner, but Gellner doesn't get on the end of it. And Navy will throw it back down there, only as far as Casano. Good high pressure from Navy with 17 seconds to go in the period. Here's Zarella. Puts it up for Casano, and Zarella is taken down behind the play. Delayed call against Navy. And Casano takes it in, throws it in front. And Stony Brook have 6 skaters on the ice right now. But Zarella has words with Dietrich as the period expires, and more pushing and shoving along the near boards. And Carlson has taken exception with Elfont, and it appears a couple Stony Brook players have taken exception with Carlson.
Definitely a lot of hugging on the ice right now.
It's so cute when they do that. So the second period has come to a close. The score is 8-2. Stony Brook. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll be right back with an interview and the second period intermission report. Stay with us.
Matt York of the New York Rangers, and you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Let's go, Stony Brook.
In Hauppauge, where the Stony Brook Seawolves lead the Navy Midshipmen by a score of 8-2. We're in the second intermission, and the second period was not quite as good as the first for the Seawolves, Deanna.
Stony Brook definitely off to a rough start in the second. A lot more penalties that we saw in the second as well. Navy definitely came out stronger in the second, definitely hungry for some more goals. They're not liking this 8-2 score right now.
Stony Brook definitely getting outskated in the second period, but not outshot. The shots, I believe, in the second period were 13 to about 8. Yeah, that's some rough mathematics again that I've done there, but I believe those numbers are correct. The total shots overall now 38 for Stony Brook to 13 for Navy, so still a huge gap in shots. So Stony Brook still getting the pressure on shot-wise, but Navy coming out a little bit more physical and skating harder.
Definitely, and definitely. Navy really wants to get, obviously catch up. This isn't a great game for them right now, but Stony Brook definitely looking lazy in the second. Not doing as well. But hopefully they can step up their game. I think they're on their high horse right now with their lead, but they definitely can't let that happen because Navy could definitely come back and start scoring some goals. Certainly a danger of complacency a little bit for Stony Brook. They've kind of let the game get away from them a little bit. The second period, the score in the second period was 2 goals apiece. So when you look at that, if Navy rounds out the third period with a 6-0 win, then the game's all even anyways. So it's something that Stony Brook definitely needs to keep an eye on and take care of business in the third and avoid stupid penalties. Definitely. Too many fights going on in the second. It was actually a little ridiculous. It seemed right after the other. And then group fights. Everybody's piling up on each other. Definitely not a great game of hockey when it comes to that kind of stuff. Of course, great for the fans, but as I mentioned in the second, you don't get points in the ACHA standings for fights. You only get points in the ACHA standings for wins. So the players are still in the locker rooms. We're waiting on them still here and hoping to give you a good third period of action. The band is playing here. The fans are loving it. If you'd like to come out and see a game here, we'll actually be back here again tomorrow at 3 p.m. when Stony Brook plays Villanova.
So you can watch the game right here at StonyBrookHockey.com or come on out to the rinks. It's exit 58 on the LIE, just down the road. And you know, it's really a great time for everybody. And while you're waiting on our website, of course, you can, you should, I add, sign our petition to make Stony Brook hockey an NCAA program. It's one of the major goals of this hockey club. And I know it would really mean a lot to the guys.
Yeah, the boys definitely deserve it. They have great chemistry this year. They're playing great, and they deserve it. You know, they're a great team, a great bunch of guys.
And of course, we're talking about a Stony Brook team that has gone to the national championship tournament for 12 straight years. Unprecedented success for this university in athletics. And you can only imagine what that would translate to if they put an ice rink on campus and really put the resources of the state university behind them. It'd be really a great thing for the program, for the school as well.
Definitely. And we definitely get a lot more. Definitely deserve the attention. They're a great, like I said, a great bunch of guys, a great team. So hopefully more people get interested.
So stay with us at the rinks in Hauppauge. The score is Seawolves 8, Midshipmen 2. We're here in the second intermission, and we're waiting for the fans to come, or the fans are waiting for the players to come back on the ice. No fans on the ice. We try to avoid that. And Stony Brook is taking the ice again now. So we're just a couple minutes away from the final 20 minutes of this hockey game. And I can imagine that the head coach Chris Garofolo, who was out on the ice a couple minutes before the players as usual, had a few choice words for the players in the dressing rooms after that second period performance.
I believe both coaches had words with both of their teams right now. And that should be a great third period. Let's see how it goes.
So a great atmosphere here as we get set to start the third period. Stony Brook still with the 6-goal lead and the game nearly in hand, although they need to be careful with how they say that because the result is still in something of a question after that rough second period.
Zarella in the box, along with two other players from Navy right now.
So if you remember back to the end of the second period, there was a little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Zarella got involved in that, and it looks like he'll be serving a couple minutes, along with, well, I say most likely Dietrich, but I don't really know. We can't quite get a number on that, but of course Thomas Crissel is still in the box for Navy. So it looks like we'll have well, no, we're getting the penalties all up on the board now. It looks like, yes, it is Dietrich in the box for Navy. The scorekeepers put it up on the Stony Brook side. So Pete Zarella will be in the box with Dietrich. And it looks like joining him in the box is Matt Lutch, who has seen not much ice time so far this game. But getting a little crowded down there. And it looks like it's going to be a, well, there's 5 Stony Brook skaters on the ice and 3 for Navy to start the period. So we've got a 5-on-3 for Stony Brook for 23 seconds, followed by a power play of 2 minutes or less.
Definitely going to be a rough start for Navy this period. Let's see how they hang in there.
Certainly tough to come out of the dressing room and play 2 men down. And they'll be looking to avoid a 7-second start the way the season kicked off for Stony Brook. So Stony Brook wins the draw to begin the third period, and Foster will skate into the zone. Certainly a danger of too much individual play on a 5-on-3. It's important to keep the puck moving, and they do, but it's fanned on by Hawkins. Hawkins again now. Swings it across for Nichols. Nichols back to Hawkins. Hawkins will control it with a skate, sends it back to Nichols. Pass in for Foster. Foster centers, there's Ryan, scores!
And that's a second goal for Chris Ryan, not counting, no goal, no goal.
And the buzzer's going off, but no goal waves Jeffrey in. So the face-off will come back to the left of Andrew Mills. So the face-off is to the left of Mills. It'll be Carlson and Hawkins. Hawkins takes the draw, but is tossed by the other line, not the linesman dropping the puck, but the far linesman. And Ryan is called in to take the draw. And he'll lose it to Navy. And the power play is now a one-man advantage for Stony Brook as the puck flies into the Navy bench. And the face-off will be outside the Navy zone. So the same power play unit still on the ice. They haven't had an extended period of skating yet. The whistle's been quick and often so far. 5-on-4 power play for Stony Brook. And the Seawolves win the draw, and in comes Collins. Collins takes it around behind. He skates all the way around and sends it to Nichols. Nichols across for Foster. Foster to Collins. Collins holds off a midshipman and passes to Foster, who trips on it a little bit. Stony Brook maintains possession. Here's Ryan. Ryan for Nichols. Winds up but fakes it, and it's Hawkins. Hawkins sends it in. Collins can't find the net. Here's Nichols, back to Hawkins again. Throws it in front, but it bounces harmlessly wide. And Foster collects. 44 seconds to go in the power play. A good one from Stony Brook here. Hawkins, he'll control, and he waits. Back to Nichols. Nichols at the top. And here's Foster. Foster in for Collins. For Foster. Foster thinks about it, doesn't shoot it. Walks it in, takes a deflection, and the face-off will stay in the Navy zone with 23 seconds to go in the power play. Good puck control, but no shots, except until that last one really there. And only one shot on goal in that flurry.
Stony Brook definitely having trouble with the power plays.
Navy doing a good job, I think, collapsing in front of the net and really holding Stony Brook at bay and to the outside of the ice. And the Seawolves having trouble finding gaps, but Hawkins doing a really good job of sneaking in there and finding them and making them himself. So Stony Brook with 20 seconds to go in the power play. Long shot, but it goes wide. Here's Gellner. He'll leave it there behind the net. That's how Font pokes it away. It's back for Borner. He has to take it outside the zone to control. And Stony Brook will have to clear out to avoid being caught off sides. Somehow stayed onside there, and now away comes Sotero. He shoots it on Brand, but Brand pokes it away. And Orzetti controls in the corner. Orzetti's behind the net. He tries to bring it out up front. And Borner takes care of Orzetti in the corner. Centered in front, but it's knocked away by Stony Brook, and away they come. Here comes Cassiotti. He gets a hold of the puck and skates it into the corner. Big hit there. And Navy will come away again, but they clear it long to Smith. Smith skating. He'll take it in the zone himself. Well, he'll dump it in and head off on a change. Cassiotti keeps it in. Here's Jennings, throws it in front. Hawkins can't get around it. Hawkins on the far boards. Back for Smith, winds up. Pad save by Mills. The rebound goes just wide. Cassiotti couldn't get around that one. Back on the far boards again. 5-on-5, but it still looks like the power play. And that shot is caught by Mills. And I don't think the referee knew where the puck was for a moment, but Mills had it. And the score remains 8-2 Seawolves with 16:49 to go in the third period. Oh, the draw to the right of Mills. And they didn't like that face-off. And it looks like the referees didn't like that face-off, so Mather will come in for Guerra. And Mas controls at the line. Dumps it in behind. Goes off the back of the net. And Stony Brook can't keep it in. Back comes Stelnick. Stelnick plays it right to Dietrich, who plays a nifty back pass for Carlson. Carlson skating in. But Smith got it away from Dietrich. It's in behind the net now. Kicking away at it in the corner. And they're still kicking away at it on the far boards. And away comes Stelnick. Good pass ahead for Mather. Mather takes the zone. Stelnick now. But he's held up. Cleared to the line, but not out. Held in by Smith. Well, he's tripped up. And offsides is the call. The faceoff will be outside the zone as Smith couldn't keep it in at the line.
Rough start to the third period. Both teams struggling. More so Stony Brook.
So the faceoff will be just outside the Navy zone. And it'll be Casano. He wins it. Arrow across for Foster. And Navy doing a good job keeping Stony Brook from taking the zone right now. They've been forced to dump it in, and when they do, there waits a Navy midshipman, as does Fick now. But Fick comes away with the puck. Held up at the line by Brooks, who dumps it back in. And Navy tries to clear along the far side, but it's Casano spinning, and he takes the zone himself. But he loses control. Again, as Navy really swarming to the puck now. Big steal there by Ryan. Ryan skates in, passes for Casano. He shoots. Pad save by Mills. Ryan taken down by Foster on the far side. And Casano's cleared out and he's on the puck, but Mills gets a hold of it and he'll hang on to freeze the puck.
Josh Brooks, number 22, skating off the ice. He looks to be injured right now.
Looked like he lost his glove there on the last play. So we'll keep an eye on him. I'm sure he'll be back. Some tough characters in that Stony Brook locker room. Alphonse wins the draw for Stony Brook, but it's taken away by Orzetti. Orzetti will skate. Orzetti tries to get past Arrow. Those are two big boys going at it. And Orzetti goes head first into the boards in the corner, but it's Foster that got the worst of it. And he gets up uneasy, collecting his stick now. Going in front, Mills can't get a stick on it, and it goes harmlessly wide. Navy away on a 3-on-2 now. They take the zone, shot, kick, save by Brand, and it goes up into the netting. That's a fine save by the Stony Brook netminder. 14:37 to go in the third period. Stony Brook still with that 6-goal advantage, but maybe a little bit of a fatigue setting in for the Seawolves now. But get used to it, boys. It's only game day 1. And they'll be back at it again tomorrow at 3 p.m. right back here at the rinks when the Seawolves take on Villanova. But first they've got to take care of the rest of this one with the midshipmen. And Mills collects the puck. And good hit behind the net there.
Some more hugging going on behind the net. Navy holding on.
So the face-off will come to the right of Mills as the Seawolves try to add to their lead here. It'll be Alphonse on the draw. And he wins it back to Zarella, who throws it in behind the net. And Navy come away with it now. Away comes Carlson. He can skate. Carlson chooses to take the line himself. Carlson still on the puck. Shot wide. Kept in by Fleming. In behind the net.
Ooh, misses the puck.
Harrigan left it for him there. And Ryan's on the boards, but he can't clear the zone, and it's back in again behind the Stony Brook net. Zarella now controls, and now it's Nichols. Ahead for Alphonse, who taps it ahead for Collins. Drops it for Alphonse. Shot. Pad save by Mills. Can't clear it. And they're still jamming away at it in front. And Alphonse gets it away, and a long pass misses Zarella. And Brand will come out and play it with his stick. And he's in trouble. Good skating there by Van Winter. And Navy have it in front. Van Winter can't get a stick on it for the final play.
Another Stony Brook player loses his glove.
That's Collins. He doesn't have his hand warmers on. It's frozen in the corner. Well, no, it's not. Sorella gets it away. And here comes Collins now. Nowhere to go, really, so he'll skate ahead. He's got Ryan ahead of him. But he'll just dump it in as soon as he crosses center ice. It was on the goaltender, Mills, who makes the stop. And he headed off for a change. That's Fick skating through everyone and into the Stony Brook zone. And Smith tried to clear but can't. And he has the puck behind his own net. And he passes across for Borner. Borner heads up the ice. Dumps it into the zone, but can't get it far as Fick's there to meet it. And away comes Navy. They'll dump it in and head off for a change as Brand collects the puck behind his own net. Jennings, a long pass across for Cassiotti. Cassiotti, a quick little guy, comes in. Can't get around the corner, and he'll hold it in. Leaves it there for Jennings. And Arrow slipped in defense, and it left a huge hole. But Navy can't find it. A shot goes wide. Brand fixes his net, which was just off its moorings. And in comes Jennings. Jennings' pass can't find Hawkins. And Stony Brook will regroup again with Mather. Mather for Foster. He misses him. Tape to tape not really working for either team at the moment. Here comes Dietrich. Big hit by Arrow. Got a nice hip on Dietrich. And away comes Foster. Foster for Mather. Dietrich tried to hit Foster and missed. In comes Mather.
Loses the puck.
And stick save by Mills. Flicked high down the ice, but collected by Arrow. Arrow tries to hit it into the zone, but he can't. And here's Dietrich. Dietrich can, and it goes out of play along the near boards with 11:09 to go in the third period. Stony Brook still with an 8-2 lead. And neither team really succeeding in controlling the puck right now, Deanna.
Both teams definitely having difficulty controlling the puck. Not playing as strong as we've seen in the first and second. A little bit all over the place. So far, no penalties. I mean,
certainly a little bit of well since the opening flurry of penalties. But certainly the tape to tape, the passing is not been really on for Stony Brook so far. Maybe a little bit of fatigue, maybe a little bit of complacency, but certainly the team not really attacking as well as a team, other than, again, that opening flurry on the power play where they rolled the puck around for a couple minutes but were unable to convert. As Josh Brand covers the puck, and they'll restart play in the Stony Brook end with 10:40 to go in the third period. Stony Brook with a 6-goal, 8-2 lead. So Casano wins the draw, and Stony Brook will try to clear it along the boards. And it's passed down the middle, and it gets deflected on Andrew Mills on the far side. And no pushing and shoving as Brooks was held off. And the face-off will be to the left of Mills. Both teams taking plenty of time between face-offs now as the third period goes on. Certainly a little bit of fatigue setting in. So Van Winter comes away with it now. He's past one Stony Brook defender, and Brand couldn't cover it, and it was knocked away and into the corner. And Casano will clear the zone barely, but Mass dumps it in. And Kearney will collect for Navy. Puts a long pass down the ice, and Reed couldn't control that one, but it was a good opportunity. Ryan misses Casano, even Ryan missing passes. Now here comes Gellner into the corner. He'll fight for it. He missed completely. Here's Casano, who goes to the ice, and Orzetti comes away with the puck. Van Winter whiffs on his pass and puts everybody off sides with that mistake. 9 minutes and 36 to go in this third period.
Both teams definitely struggling this third period. Nobody can really get a great handle on the puck. Definitely a little scattered around. Hopefully one of the teams can tie it together.
So Stony Brook wins the face-off, and they'll control in their own zone. 3 forecheckers up for Navy. At all 4. But Foster breaks the trap and brings it forward. Here comes Collins. Collins takes the line. Everybody's on. Here's Alphont. Alphont skating in the middle, tries to pass it across. And Fick collects in the corner for Navy. He'll skate it out himself. Fick takes the zone. Fick holds it up. He's waiting for help. He finds it in the middle, but he can't control it. Comes around, and here's Arrow. Arrow puts it forward, and it barely gets out of the zone, but it's in for Ryan. Ryan is 2-on-1 with Alphont. I don't know if he sees him. Stick saved by Mills, but the puck, well, the puck looked like it could have been in, but the net was off its mooring. And no goal, I believe, is the final call.
No, Sam, the puck never crossed over the line. Tom Fick down.
Fick a little bit shaken up after that last play. I'll tell you, he's been one of the players that's been all over the ice tonight for Navy. He's been skating really hard, and hopefully for them they'll be able to see him come back, and he's not affected too badly. All's even here player-wise in the third period. It's 8-2 Stony Brook with 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go in this, the third and final period of play. Again, if you're on StonyBrookHockey.com, which you probably are if you're watching this broadcast, or if you're in the lobby and you'd like to sign our petition to make Stony Brook an NCAA program, go ahead, click on it. It's right there on the page. If you're out in the lobby, just find an ice girl and she'll direct you to the nearest petition, as Mills makes a nifty grab there to keep the score at 8-2 Stony Brook with about 8.5 to go in the third. And of course, we'd love to see you here tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. when Stony Brook takes on Villanova. The tickets are $5 for general admission and $3 for students.
No one really had the puck on that face-off. Stony Brook in control right now.
So Smith holds the line and dumps it in behind. And Smith got cleared out, and he is not okay. Smith is injured on the far side. He is not getting up. And Navy have continued play unbelievably. I can't believe the refs didn't see that. But
ref finally blows the whistle.
Smith got checked into the Navy bench by 2 individual players, and I believe he is down holding his head, it looks like. But
I think
it could
stomach.
He could easily have gotten the wind knocked out of him on the boards there. And let's hope that's the case. Jennings is having some words with Dietrich right now. Dietrich has been all over the ice tonight, hitting everything that moves. So certainly unsurprising if it was Dietrich that laid the hit. But certainly we hope that the game stays clean with about 8 minutes to go here as the trainers tend to Smith on the ice. And it looks like he's okay. He's on his hands and knees now. And
definitely got the wind knocked out of him. He was hanging over the box.
That's what it looked like. He took a little a dose of boards to the sternum. So Smith
skating it off right now.
He'll be off the ice, and we'll hope to see him back a little bit later. So it looks like the face-off will come out to center. Well, Zarella is again waiting the ruling of the referee as he discusses it with the timekeeper. So the referees are figuring out what to do. Navy was on a break there. I mean, the play went on as Smith was on the ice, and Navy got away on a break. It's one of those tough situations for the referee because once you blow the whistle, it's a face-off. There's not really any way to restart the play in any way besides a face-off. So they'll figure out where this face-off should be exactly, and then we'll get play underway.
Looks like a 5-minute power play.
It looks like Dietrich's been issued a major for his hit on, and yep, he'll be leaving the building. To the tune of hey, 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 goodbye. And for his hit on Smith.
Stony Brook waving him off the ice.
So it'll be a 5-minute, well, yeah, it's a 5-minute major on Dietrich.
Looks like Smith standing up in the box, who seems to be okay. Hopefully we see him back on the ice tonight.
Still sorting out which players were on the ice and which weren't. The Navy head coach is seeking an explanation. And yes, I believe, well, the Navy coach has an issue because the referee didn't have his arm up for a delayed call when the play was stopped. It seemed to be a retroactive punishment. So that's the Navy coach's issue with this call, but it's going to be a 5-minute power play for Stony Brook, which 5 minutes or less. And oh, it was almost less right there. Pad saved by Mills. And the puck's cleared all the way down the ice by Navy. So Dietrich has taken an early shower with his 5-minute major. And Nichols will control the puck for Stony Brook. Ahead for Hawkins. Hawkins takes the line. He holds it up. Lays it back for Foster. Foster looks to get his team some shape. But they'll have to swing it into the corner. Jamming away at it there. And they'll blow the whistle because the Navy player fell on top of the puck. And Jeffreyon keeps an eye to make sure the extracurricular activities are kept to a minimum. And the face-off will be to the right of Andrew Mills. Still a power play for Stony Brook. Hawkins swings and misses on the face-off. And Collins pressures now. Hawkins comes away with it. But Navy clear the zone, and it'll be Ryan and Nichols controlling for Stony Brook.
Again, Stony Brook not doing that well on the power play. Not as strong as we saw in that first power play in the first.
So the puck goes all the way back down to Josh Brand, and Hawkins is back behind his own net to collect. He'll leave it there for Danny Casano. Long pass for Foster. Foster across. Well timed there as Collins takes the line. Casano with a long pass, but it comes off the skate of Ryan and out of the zone. So Hawkins controls. Casano has it at center ice, and he finds Alphonse coming on, who gets it to Ryan. Ryan across the line. He'll hold it up. And he takes it towards the net. Pass to the corner. Collins out in front. But they can't get it, and Alphonse will pull it back out. Casano. Alphonse throws it to the center. Ryan with a good skate there. Good centering pass from Collins, but it doesn't find anybody. Here's Zarella. Zarella with a pass. It's in the corner now across the middle. Ryan shoots high. Jamming out along the near boards. Back out to Zarella. Long shot. Saved by Mills. He can't hold on, but now he does. And with 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the power play.
Mills definitely doing a great job this game. He seems to be the toughest player on the team. Stony Brook also off to a rough start. Not doing so great with the penalty.
In the last few minutes, the Navy defense has done a good job. Mills is not necessarily a great catcher of the puck, but he's gotten a pad on most of them, and Navy's done a good job getting the puck out of the area or holding the Stony Brook players off so that Mills can get a final glove on it. And the result has been no goals in this third period. So here's Gellner now. Gellner back for Zarella. In for Gellner. Zarella again. He'll hold it. Shot it pretty much at Gellner, but he controls it. Cassiotti behind the net, tries to flick it out in front, but it came off the left pad of Mills. Gellner with a long pass. Cassiotti, great pass, scores!
It was a great goal for Stony Brook. Finally, one goal for the third.
That was a great team goal by Stony Brook. Came from one side of the ice to the other and back to the other, left Mills with his head spinning, and Stony Brook get the first and only goal of this third period with 5 minutes to go. And of course, because it was a major penalty and it's not really 5 minutes or less, there's still 2 minutes and 9 seconds left of power play hockey for the Seawolves. So and of course Cassiotti with the goal. Confirmation received now. Here's Cassano. Cassiotti. It was Cassiotti's second of the game, it should be noted. Here's Cassano again up top. He shoots. It's deflected, but Mills gets a pad on it. Good save. Zarella passes across. Alfon whiffs on the shot, but Cassano keeps it in. Back to Zarella. Huge shot, but a big save by Mills. Zarella winds up again, but he faked it this time. And he'll swing around now. Long pass in for Cassiotti. Cassiotti back to Zarella. Zarella had Cassano. Cassano wanted it, but no. Zarella walking it in now. And Cassiotti missed a wide open goal, and the net is off. The net is off. The Navy goaltender diving back to save the puck knocked the net off, but Cassiotti had a golden chance to complete the hat trick and just missed it. Zarella's shot actually knocked the stick out of the hand of a Navy defender, and the puck ended up sliding to Cassiotti in front of the net, but he couldn't quite convert.
Stony Brook definitely waking up after that their first goal in the third. Definitely hungry for that 10th goal, trying to hit double digits tonight. We'll see if it's possible. Navy looks like they're slowing down.
So here's Nichols across for Foster. Here's Collins, Foster again. Nichols, long shot, but it's absorbed by Mills. That's a great save. He held on that time. And Navy will change with 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the third period and 58 seconds to go in that 5-minute major to Dietrich. So Stony Brook still on the power play for about another minute. As Navy comes away now, that's a long pass down the ice. Brand is forced to come out and get it, and he'll play it around for Nichols. Good skating there by Carlson to put some pressure on him. But Stony Brook come away again. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins again. Across the ice for Nichols. Nichols will take the line himself. He holds it up now and waits for more skaters. Long pass across for Hawkins. Just missed him, but Hawkins got the puck back and laid it back for Nichols. Shot in, goes wide. Hawkins on the puck, controlling it himself. Pass in front, but it's knocked away. Here's Foster, though, again for Stony Brook. Nichols back in for Hawkins, holds off the defender. 3-on-1 in front of the net there, and walking it in.
Just
but
shy of the net.
Ryan couldn't quite get it across the goal. And the power play is over as Orzetti gets right on the ice for Navy, and they'll come away now. The Navy player trying to borrow Chris Ryan's stick, but he didn't have any of it, and then threw him to the ice. And incredibly, there is no call. He's called on the offsides.
Chris Ryan definitely upset right now.
Rugby on ice. It's the new Disney musical. So the face-off just outside the Navy zone with 3 minutes exactly to go in the third period. Orzetti comes away with it now. He'll take it into the zone. It comes away to Stelnick, who will throw it all the way down the ice. And icing will surely be the call, as it is. With 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the game, Stony Brook with a 9-2 lead. Ever since the first period, it's really been a tighter, closer game.
Stony Brook definitely waking up now.
So Arrow behind the net now. He'll try to clear it along the far board. Stelnick gets it to the line, but no further. And now it's out again. Here comes Guerra. Guerra shoots it on the net. Save by Mills, and he'll hold on. And Stelnick has some words for Orzetti after the play. Orzetti only has about, well, let's check it out. Yeah, Orzetti only has about 8 or 9 inches on Stelnick, so that's an interesting one. Stelnick's a tough character, though, as Brand makes a good kick save to put it into the corner. Stony Brook behind their own net. Circling now, and Arrow will take it in the corner. Mather just gets out of the way, and the puck's out at center ice again. Here's Fick. Fick plays it off the boards and in, and Mather finds Stelnick. Stelnick's in. That's a break. That's a good pass from Stelnick, but it's poked away by Reed. Away comes Fick. Fick for Navy. He'll skate all night. Here he comes. He's in. He's in the corner now. And it's being fought for in the corner again. Centering pass blocked away by Arrow. Good play. And here comes the Seawolves again. Casano. Jamming at it along the near boards. And there's 3 from each team in there, but they can't get it out. And it's finally moved. Casano shoots! Save by Mills. So just a minute and 17 seconds to go in the third period here. Certain Stony Brook victory, the first of the year. And it's a great way to open the 2010-2011 season for the number 19 team in the country. Borner with a long shot off the face-off, and it's kicked away by Mills. Comes into the middle again, and Carlson will skate away with it. He circles back, gets around another man, wrapped up by Stony Brook. There's Brooks. Brooks lays it in. Here's Gellner. And Brooks fighting for it again, but can't get it. Smith back out on the ice. It's good to see him back. And Brand out to play the puck behind his own net. 30 seconds to go.
Navy definitely
good pass
stepping up
from
their game
Brooks.
right now.
Here's Casano, and a glove save by Mills.
A
It looked like the shot was going high anyways. The play has not stopped. The play has not stopped. There's 23 seconds to go. Stony Brook has 2 players on the ice. Oh, there's another one.
And there's the other one.
So 10 seconds to go here as the Seawolves see out an opening day victory over the Navy midshipmen. Borner dumps it in with 2 seconds to go. That's it. Game over. Stony Brook wins. Stony Brook wins 9-2. And some post-game pleasantries exchanged between Borner and Steve Sutoros. But the scoreboard speaks for itself as Stony Brook comes out on top 9-2. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come right back with the post-game intermission report. But for now, there you have it from the rinks in Hauppauge. The final score: Stony Brook Seawolves 9, Navy Midshipmen 2, and the number 19 team in the country in the Stony Brook Seawolves has come out on top once again. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Stay with us, and we'll be right back.